Okay, here we go. Good evening, Vietnam. Live from LZ Bunker. This is Ronnie Yembers, your host on the Veterans Live Show. I served with the 101st Airborne Division in Vietnam from December 1967 to December 1968. Tonight's guest, Jim Rathschmidt. Jim is in charge of United for the Troops, a nonprofit organization that has sent over 15,000 care packages to United States troops who are deployed overseas. We will speak to Jim in a few moments, but first I'd like to let you know the program is brought to you by Fallen Never Forgotten, Vietnam Memorials in the USA. It's a tribute to the men who never came home from Vietnam. Okay, so let's go to the timeline. Okay, this date in Vietnam, March 31st, 1972. After firing more than 5,000 rockets, artillery, and mortar shells on 12 South Vietnamese positions just below the DMZ, the North Vietnamese Army launches ground assaults against South Vietnamese positions in Quang Tri province. After initial successes, the North Vietnamese attack was stopped cold by the combination of defending South Vietnamese divisions, along with U.S. advisors and American massive air power. Estimates place the North Vietnamese losses at more than 100,000 and at least one half of their tanks and large caliber artillery. Okay, get ready for the number one song, March 31st, 1972, by America, A Horse with No Name. There you go. All right, let's go to the photo segment. Okay, first of all, I'd like to thank all the guys who sent these photos in, and you guys can send photos in anytime. Just go to Vietnam Veterans Photo Club and say they're for the Veterans Live Show, and that's all you got to do. Okay, from John Moore, I think of Nam every day, the good, my brothers I fought with alongside, the camaraderie, the bad, the ambushes, the firefights, and road mines we experienced often, and the ugly, seeing my brothers killed in brutal, inhuman ways one can never imagine. God bless you, my brothers. 4th to the 2nd, 4th to the 2nd, 1st Cavalry Division, and 1st to the 1st with the 4th Cavalry. Look at that. Look, just put that picture back. There you go. There's a bunch of brothers on that tank. Oh my gosh, there's another one behind them. Good. Good spacing too, gentlemen. No helmets though? Okay. Next. Rashid Walker, great picture of the Seawolf Squadron 3, HAL-3, Detachment 2 in Na B in 71. The Seawolf was disbanded a year later in 1972. Look at these guys. It looks like it's not on a carrier. It's on a base. Okay, there you go. Very good, Rashid. Thank you. Next picture. Glenn Cooper. There you go, with one of those M1, whatever it is, M1A1 Jeeps. Happy belated Vietnam Veterans War Day, Vietnam War Veterans Day, excuse me. I've been saying that for like 4 days now. Highway 1 at the An Khe Pass, stopping at a Montagnard village on the way to play Coup, 6970. Very good with that flak jacket on too. Got the M16, lock and load, ready to go. Okay. Thank you, Glenn. Robert Hubbard, after the mission cleanup. Oh, yeah. Wow. That probably took a weekend. What the heck? Okay, it's on mission. Next one. Theo Esquivel. Merci beaucoup for allowing me into the Vietnam Veterans Photo Club. No problem, brother. Glad you're with us. I serve with B Company, the 23rd S&T Battalion gun trucks with the 196th Light Infantry Brigade in Da Nang. It was a year of hell on earth, an year of learning how to be a soldier in a foreign land. Well, good for you, man. You took it seriously, and you came home. God bless you. Thank you for that picture. Okay, here's our Vietnam card of the week. Captured. There you go. Viet Cong. Okay, the Phoenix program was a secret American campaign. U.S. Army advisors, in cooperation with South Vietnamese police and military, were to seek out Viet Cong infiltrators in South Vietnamese villages. They would flush out the Viet Cong guerrillas and spies from the villages. Some 60,000 Viet Cong agents were caught under the Phoenix program. Wow, that's pretty. I guess that's pretty successful. Okay, any more pictures? Oh, that's it. All right. Good. Let's bring our guest in, Jim Rathschmidt from United for the Troops. Welcome, Jim.
Thanks so much, Ronnie. Listen, I want to thank all our veterans out there, and especially this week, Vietnam veterans. We talk often, and each time that I know that I'm in the presence of the Vietnam vet, the first thing I want to remember is to say, welcome home. As you know, that didn't happen to so many of you young men and women coming. So I want to say, welcome home, and thank you for your service, Ronnie.
Thank you so much. In fact, this is very interesting. Jim and I were chatting online a lot with messages back and forth about stuff. Found out that we live pretty close to each other in New York, and now we found out that we grew up on the same block and had similar friends when we were kids, like 60 years ago. This is crazy.
Yeah, but you were 30 years older than me, Ronnie.
Yeah, 35. Okay, so Jim's organization is named United for the Troops. They've sent over 15,000 care packages to troops who are deployed overseas now. So we're going to let Jim tell you a little bit about his organization and how it came to be.
All right, thank you, Ronnie. Our son Luke was in the 82nd Airborne and was deployed over to Iraq in 2007. So we started sending him gift boxes from home, things that we knew he missed. And he was sharing with everybody like they all do over there. But he told us that there were so many men and women over there that had nobody, or they had no families, or their families couldn't afford to put anything in the mail. It costs an awful lot of money. So we started standing outside of supermarkets and churches, telling people what we wanted to do, collecting money and donations. Within about a month, we had our entire downstairs living quarters, our family room, filled with donations. And now we had to get names and addresses, which we're able to get through chaplains. And we were able to send over almost all of them to our son, Luke. He came out of the combat after a couple of days. He wanted to take a shower and just take a nap. And the sergeant told him that he had a lot of work to do around the back. And he said, I've been gone for 3 days. To himself, he says, how did I get in trouble? Well, when he went around the back, there was a truck with 200 boxes that they handed out to everybody.
Wow.
That's how it all started. We didn't know what to do next. People kept calling us and saying, this is a great story. Are you going to keep doing it? And so we just started building little by little. We became a 501(c)(3). We started getting all sorts of help. As you know, all your assets come out of volunteers. We're an all volunteer organization. We don't have any salaries. We don't pay any rent. Everything that comes into United for the Troops stays with United for the Troops. And so actually the number has gone up quite a bit since we talked last time, Ronnie. We're up to over 24,000 boxes in the last 14 years. And that's all done by our community. Now it's nationwide. We're sectioned here. We don't have any places around the country that have other outlets for United for the Troops. But because of social media and Amazon, things come in all over the country to us now. And so we just packed another 200 boxes this past Saturday. So we're looking at 25,000 boxes over the next couple of months.
Wow, unbelievable. And where do you get your, who comes in to help?
Well, we have a large email contingency of volunteers, and each one that's on that volunteer list is over 1,200 of them asked to be there. So we're not calling up people asking for volunteers. We have young kids. We have senior citizens. We have, like the video you'll see, where people that can't come out of the house want to help. Now with COVID, it kind of curtailed us quite a bit. Every November, we would have 400 people show up at Copper Beach Middle School, and in one day, from 9 to 2 o'clock in the afternoon, pack 1,000 boxes in one day, ready to be shipped out.
Right.
COVID that put a clamp on that. So we had to work out of our office. We have a 3,000 square feet that's given to us by the county of Putnam in New York. It's a bottom floor of one of their buildings that they're not using. And so it's been a godsend to us.
Oh, that's terrific. Yeah, that's great. You know, hey, this way you don't have to pay any rent.
No, it's every dime that comes in. We don't buy any of the donations. Very rarely. We might buy some peanut butter and jelly because we run out of that. But
Of course.
everything else comes through either Amazon, it's dropped off at our doorstep, at our office, in our van, anywhere we can pick it up. At the churches, we have drop spots all over the area, in the tri-state area around New York. So it was just, it works so smoothly. Sometimes we look at each other and we go, holy mackerel, it's happening again.
How do you have certain days of the week or certain days of the month you do this on, or just?
Well, when COVID is, we were doing it, packing about every weekend, every other weekend. But we have a number of big items. We have Operation Defend the Holidays, which is for Christmas time and the holidays. We have Operation Cupid for Valentine's Day. We have one over the 4th of July. And then summer comes into September. And then we're going right back into Operation Defend the Holidays. So it's 7 days a week for the most part. Patty and I are both retired. It's something that we love to do. You know the drive that you get dealing with people, getting these letters back, seeing the faces. That satisfaction alone, if I had to get paid for this, it would totally change things around.
Oh, for sure.
It's just something that we do, and I'm preaching to the choir, teaching to the choir right now, because I see that in you every day. This is what we love to do.
Yep. Yeah, got to take care of those vets. So not active duty and the vets. Yeah.
We take them care of it when they come back too, because now they have all our information. We have cards and letters in our boxes, and all our information is there. A lot of times they'll come back and they'll call us up from somewhere in Minnesota and say, I don't know what to do. I need a phone number. They got a phone number. Sometimes we hear back from them. Sometimes we don't, but that's a chance we take. But we're there 24 hours a day if anybody needs any help. When I mean just not me and my wife, everybody in our organization.
So this is not just overseas; it's in the States as well.
Not mostly, it's deployed military.
Okay.
They don't have facilities over there.
Right.
Things they miss most from home.
Of course. Okay.
So on the back of a shirt, it's just saying, bringing a little comfort to our troops. We don't have any political affiliations. We don't campaign for anybody. All we want to do is bring a little comfort to our troops.
That's a good slogan. Yeah.
It was a nice slogan, wasn't it?
Very good.
For me, somebody gave it to us.
Yeah, that's okay. And so, on average, well, what was last? You have the years just passed. How many packages did you send that last year?
We did over 1,200 packages in the year 2020.
Wow.
COVID. And that's what COVID shut us down for 5 months.
Right.
We couldn't ask anybody for donations. People were trying to feed their own families. And what we had in the office, we were giving to the food pantries. And then all of a sudden, people said, listen, we're getting back on our feet. We want to know if you're getting back on your feet. And the donations started coming in, and monetary donations started coming in. So from the time of September to November, and now to now, we've done over 1,200 boxes in that time.
That's great. That's incredible.
It's
incredible. With the COVID, how do you sanitize the boxes and stuff when they're going out?
No more, because they're in our office for so long. We've gotten information from COVID representatives that they don't need to be detoxed anymore. But I
can imagine that, because Amazon ships out and then U.S. mail goes out. Yeah, I got you. Okay.
But when we were collecting for the food pantries, when stuff was dropped off right there in the middle of COVID, when everybody was geared up, we had to sanitize everything that came in. All the cans, everything had to be rubbed down with alcohol, put into a separate box, put into a container, and then brought up to the soup kitchen. So it took about 2 days. But things are coming around now. So in our case, we don't have to do that. But everybody in our office has a mask on. We take their temperature before they come in. So it's still geared up for COVID.
Well, it seems like you adapt to situations and carry on the mission.
You know what I'm talking about, Ronnie. It's exactly what you do.
Yeah.
You just, what do they say? Necessity is the mother of invention. Is that what
Amen.
It is? All right. There you go.
There you go. Okay, so now we're going to have a video show, okay? And after the video, we'll talk a little bit.
Good.
Welcome to the United for the Troops, Operation Defend the Holidays. This is our 10th year. When Luke was over in Iraq, we were sending him gift boxes. But he told us that there were a lot of men and women over there that didn't have anybody, whether they had no families or the family couldn't afford to send a box. So we started standing outside of supermarkets and churches, collecting donations and getting monies. The first year we sent about 200 boxes. 10 years later, we're going to hit the 15,000 box mark. We just come together as a community. Everybody donates, everybody gives their time. We have young kids writing cards. We have seniors that can't get out of their house that are writing letters, collecting things from their neighbors. So it runs the whole gamut of all our community.
We started out in a VFW hall. It was packed. It was so small. We moved to an elementary school. It was packed. We're finally in the largest gym in Westchester. Everybody wants to help. It's great.
There's people that I see once a year here. It's almost like my UFT family. The great thing is seeing people that don't need the community service anymore, they keep coming back. And it's neat that you see their parents come. Sometimes their parents will drop them off the first year, and maybe the next year they'll stay for a little while. So you've got families here that have been doing this for years.
Since 2000, I help collect all the candy. We take it out of the big bags, we put it into smaller bags. Kids tend to gravitate to my table because they like playing with the candy, which works out great. I'm a high school teacher, so that's easy for me to deal with kids of all ages. It's a lot of fun, and people are here for different reasons, and it's just a wonderful way to spend the holiday weekend.
I'm an American soldier, an American. Beside my brothers and my sisters, I will proudly take a stand. When liberty's in jeopardy, I will always do what's right. I'm out here on the front lines, sleep in peace tonight. American soldier, I'm an American.
This box is the 200th box for today. However, over 10 years, it is now the 15,000th box.
Sisters, I will proudly take a stand. When liberty's in jeopardy, I will always do what's right. I'm out here on the front line, so sleep in peace tonight. American soldier, I'm an American.
I've gotten to meet soldiers who have come back, and I've gotten to see the letters and the emails. And it's not about that, but it helps to know that it's affecting somebody. And that, you know, there's somebody on the other end of that box that really, really appreciates it and really feels good that they're getting recognized.
The amount of stuff that fills these gyms is incredible. People want to help, and it's lovely to see what they're doing. And all the letters that come back, it's wonderful for them to see all the soldiers unpacking the box they might have put together.
Wow, there you go. What an enthusiastic bunch.
Pretty cool. You know,
They love what they're doing.
yeah, they know what they're doing. They learn.
No, but they love what they're doing too.
They love what they're doing. You know, they keep coming back. They want to sign up already again, and it really does a lot for your heart. I deal with a lot of kids and a lot of youth all the time, and you know, Ronnie, in doing the '60s, we grew up. My parents didn't know if I was going to make it to my 18th birthday, and sometimes it was about this close. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
Each generation goes through that, and I tell these parents, I said, look who you brought here today. Look what they're turning into. We're going to be okay. We're going to get through it. It's not going to be all roses, but we're going to be okay. Even with the kids growing up now, we'll be all right.
Yeah, like they say, between the givers and the merchandise, it's better to give than receive.
Yeah.
There you go.
And that, my parents used to tell me that all the time. Yeah, I didn't want to believe that. I mean, I wanted to get as much as I could.
We're all selfish. It's like in there, we're born with it.
Exactly, and I tell the kids, there's nothing wrong to be selfish. A lot of times you get up, you want to have something to eat, you want to brush your teeth, you want to put on clean clothes. That's okay. But once we get past all that, we have to find out what else is going around us. And just
Amen.
open our eyes. And that's
All
hard
right.
to do as a young kid.
You're right. Yeah, they have to learn. But this is great for them. Okay, we got some questions. Questions, Matt? Okay, what do we got here? There you go. How many care packages have you sent out from day one to today?
24,468.
Nice. There you go. Okay. Thank you very much. Next. God bless all the volunteers. There you go.
And they deserve it.
He has. Marie Kennemer. Wow, United for the Troops. And I saw that he saw you on Facebook page, and when you really made what? I saw a guy that you've got on your Facebook page and really made his days. Oh, I see. Very good. There you
They
go.
saw one of the soldiers, that one of the military people that we sent. We try not to say soldiers as much because there's soldiers, airmen, Marines.
Right.
There's a big difference there, Ronnie, right?
Yeah.
So
Servicemen.
but your service members, and that's what we do, dear service members. I forgot to tell you, each box that we have could have 10 to 15 personal letters from kids and people in our community wishing them well. And then we have soil packets, little packets of American soil. And on the outside, it says, here's a little bit of American soil so you don't feel so far from home.
Oh, sweet.
And the second part of that, Ronnie, is that we got an email from a Marine combat medic. And he said that he used to carry it with him, that if they were going to have any casualties, they would make sure that it was placed underneath them while they passed on. So, there's a lot of stuff going on with different organizations. And we're very proud to be able to be part of that.
That's classic symbolism. Really nice.
Exactly.
Really good. All right, another one. Patrick Blazer. Hello from Lancaster, Ohio. Hawk Hill, 1st Armored Cav Division. Headquarters Company, Americal Division TET 6869. Fighting Parkinson's disease from Agent Orange now. But I am still hanging in there. And welcome home, my brothers and sisters, and all of you that served in Vietnam. Thank you, Patrick. We hope you recover or stay hanging in there the best you can. Drive on, troop.
God bless, Patrick. Thank you very much for your service.
Next, okay, Almar, welcome home, brother. Thank you, thank you. Thank you, Pepito, live from Costa Rica. That's nice.
That's
Congrats.
nice.
This is worldwide, this here show.
Yeah, very nice.
Just like your stuff. You sell your stuff around
Yeah,
the world, right?
yeah.
Where does most of your stuff go? To the Middle East now, obviously.
It is, yeah. Japan.
It's just not combat troops. It's regular to anybody.
If it's a deployed military and they're basically off base, and if
Right.
we get any requests from somebody that doesn't have anything, it goes out and it gets to them.
I got you. Okay. So people can request stuff.
Sure.
Gotcha. Is that it for the pictures, Matt? And the kind of questions? Okay. Well, unbelievable, Jim. You got some organization there.
Well, it started with our family. We have 8 kids, and it all started with them as the hub. And Patty and ourselves, we were the top of that hub. But it's still run by Patty and myself as co-founders. But the help that we get from people in our community, just like you now, over the months, you wanted to get us going on this. This is going to be another boost to us because we have fundraising. We have to raise a lot of money. It cost over $500,000 just to ship those over through the post office. We have to pay for postage. All that kind of stuff. We do fundraisers, golf outings, and car shows,
Right.
all that stuff. So this type of publicity that we're thankful for to you and your son, we're very grateful for it.
Yeah, well, we got about 150,000 followers on our Facebook pages, so that we're going to put this on there and let them know. We'll talk to you after the show to get something that we could get an address or email and stuff for your presentation. And there you go. This is for you. I'm going to send you a book about Fallen Never Forgotten, Vietnam Memorials in the USA. So about all the men and women who never came home from Vietnam.
Thank you, Ronnie. Thank you, man.
Thank you, brother. Take care. And where can we get more info for United for the Troops?
Okay, they can go directly to our website, unitedforthetroops.org, and everything that we do is there. Our wish list is there. Here's our wish list, things that we send out all the time, all about the soil packets, all about the people that help us, volunteer opportunities. All that there is all on drop downs on our website.
Great. You got it together, man. From day one. What a
Well, I don't know what happened, Ronnie, but something happened. It freaking exploded. And so
you were blessed, man. You were blessed. There you go. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Ronnie.
Talk to you soon.
Okay.
Okay.
Thank you. Take care. Bye-bye.
Okay. Well, thank you so much for listening to the show tonight. And remember, get your copy of Fallen Never Forgotten at fallenneverforgotten.com. And we'll see you next week on Veterans Live Show, 8:30 next Wednesday. God bless you and welcome home.